Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Create with Steve I. Today we are going to update my reading and movie journal. We are going to update my reading and film journal. Let me just grab my glue for this. Okay, so where we last left off, cut out all my little things. Where is what did I just do? So funny, I just had that sheet that had all the information on it and I lost it. Oh no, what happened to it? Did it fall on the floor? Okay, I'm not sure how this disappeared, but I found it. Okay, so let's do the book part first, and then we'll move on to the film part of updating my reading and movie watching journal. It's actually TV shows too, because I've added some of that stuff in there too. So the first one we're gonna watch is we are going to add this the cover of this book. It's called Where God Came Down. It is a biblical archaeological book that shows evidence and different things of where Jesus was and how God has intersected through the Bible in the archaeological record and proving God coming down and intersecting our world. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. He has a TV show. I'm sorry, not a TV show. He has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna give this a I'm gonna give it a 5-star because it's a really good book. He has a YouTube channel called Expedition Bible, and it's really good. I've watched all his videos. He's got almost 40 videos on there. And this book had 10 chapters, so each chapter would be a different video. He's made a video for all of them except for 2. There's only 2 chapters in this book that didn't have a video associated with it, but all the other ones had videos. And I probably wouldn't he said he was working on a second book. I probably wouldn't buy his video the book again, because I really enjoyed just watching the videos better than actually reading it. And I didn't learn anything new from reading it than when I was I didn't learn anything new reading versus watching it. So I'd rather just watch the videos, which are really fun to watch. So I'll link it below in case you're interested to watch them. Okay, so the next book I finished reading was J.R.R. Tolkien's The Silmarillion, which is the creation of his world, Middle Earth, and all of that. This is a slog to get through. There are parts of this that are so good, that are really engaging, but there's so much of it that's challenging. It's like reading a textbook, and I actually listened to the audiobook of it, but it was so challenging. A lot of the names are very similar, and it was hard to keep track of who was who and stuff like that. But I have to say that the creation of the world by Iluvatar was super interesting, and I liked the creation of the elves and the dwarves and all the different creatures. And then towards the end of the book is when it kind of gives the build up to the Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, and I found that fascinating. I really liked it, but man, this was such a slog to get through. So I'm gonna give this a 3-star because, man, I really tried, but it's like a textbook, and it's so hard. The other one I listened to, these are both audiobooks that I listened to, is Messy Grace. I loved Messy Grace. This was such a good book. I think every Christian needs to read Messy Grace or listen to the audiobook for it because it was really good. It even helped me confront some of my own prejudice and my own issues. So I really liked it, and I highly recommend it to anybody and everybody who might want to minister to the gay community, or who is gay and Christian, or who just, I think every Christian just needs to read it. I just think it's a really important book. So I really liked it, and I highly recommend it. Okay, so we are going to move now. So let me go to May, because we're in May. Okay, so where are we? So Messy Grace, I can't put that here because M is already taken. So on our A to Z challenge, S is taken, so the Silmarillion wouldn't fit. Where God Came Down, there's a W available, so we're going to put that there. Okay, and then let's see if there's anything here that we can mark off. So reread a favorite, no. One of the Heroes of the Faith series, no. Memoir or biography, no. Made into a movie, no. Graphic novel, no. Travel book, children's, Philip Yancey book, no. An Oz book, historical fiction, no. Fantasy would be Silmarillion, so I'm gonna go on that one. I did get put in gay issues section here, and Messy Grace would fall under that, so I'm gonna put that there. So I think that is all the books that I can put there. Let me see. I don't think I stopped reading any books. Let me see. Nope, I don't see where I stopped reading anything. Recommendation, I don't get to mark off anything. So now we're going to go to a physical book would be the blue, and the physical book was Where God Came Down. And then, oops. And then the other two were audiobooks. So we are going to do purple. I do more audiobooks these days than I do anything else. So let's do those two. Okay, so March and April will battle it out. So let's see what would be my top book in March. I would say The Last Man. That was such a good book. And I would say my top book for April would be Messy Grace, I believe. Yeah, Messy Grace would be my top one for April. This is a hard one to do because, man, both of these were great books, but they're so different. It's like I want to choose both of them and I can't. I guess I'm going to do... Ooh, so hard. I'll do Messy Grace. That one will probably live with me longer than the other one. So, okay, so for now, there's that one. Okay, we are going to do... Oops, I'm going to highlight these first. So, Where God Came Down was a physical book, so we're going to outline it in blue. And then the next two were audiobooks, so we'll do purple for both of those. And then I don't know if I'm spelling these right, but that's okay. I don't have anything in the spot for glossary or quotes, which is okay. And then my buying tracker. I did buy a few books. I did buy a few books. So let me grab... Oh, they're on my phone. My phone's not here, so I know they're for Kindle. I don't know what the price is, so I'll have to add that in later. And I know they're in April. And one was in May. But they are A Week in the Life of a Roman Slave. A Week in the Life of Rome. And A Week in the life of a Greco-Roman woman Okay, so those were the things that was for that. Okay, so then we are going to go to, we'll come here later. Let's put in the pictures, or the covers. So movie night at the Roberts house. Megan got to choose, and she chose Inside Out 2, which was really cute. I liked that movie. I liked the first one better, but it was a cute movie. And then the next time that we did movie, it was Rachel's turn, and she picked a movie called Song of the Sea, which is about silkies, which is a Irish myth of sea, like mermaid kind of creatures. They wear seal. They're like seals and human. They're really it was a really cute movie. It was animated. It's an Irish film. Okay, and then at Rachel's house with Christina, we watched the Star Wars trilogy. Christina had never seen the Star Wars trilogy, so we showed her the Star Wars trilogy because how do you not see that? Now, I don't know I'm not into like the other ones. I like the original Star Wars trilogy. And then she's never seen the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbits. I'd never seen the Hobbit ones before, but I really loved the Lord of the Rings movies. So we started watching the Hobbit movies, and then we'll go on to the Lord of the Rings. So in this update, I'm only doing the first Hobbit movie, listing that one, but we have watched the second one, and we'll probably be watching the third one on come Monday, which by the time you watch this, it'll be past. Okay, so that's what we watched at Rachel's. Here we go to this. Oops. Let's pull all this out. Okay, so Stardust. I finally got the Stardust movie cover to go there because I forgot to put that there. All right. So there we are. Okay. So then I watched this cheesy, like made for TV movie called From Time to Time. It had Maggie Smith, and I really like her. It's a British film. So I put that one here. It was a cute movie. I would give it a 3-star because I liked it, but it wasn't anything special. And then Harriet Craig was next. You know, I used to really love Harriet Craig starring Joan Crawford and Wendell Corey, but I didn't really care for it this time around. And I forgot to add it for some reason to my list. So I forgot to put the movie cover on there. So I have done that and added it to the next sheet. So the next time I print one and update this, I will be adding that one there. Keep forgetting to add stuff. I'm not sure what that's all about. But then we did the Star Wars movie. I just love these movies so much. I'm actually going to give them a 4-star instead of a 5-star because I'm realizing that, I've been watching them since I was a kid, and I'm just not as loving them as much as I used to. I don't know what that's about because I've never had that problem before. Every time I watch it, I'm like, man, why don't I watch these more often? But this time I loved them, but I was just not as into them. I don't know what that's all about. I know things change over time, but man, that's sad to me because I love them. Okay, so we're going to give a 4-star to Inside Out 2 because it was a really good movie, but I still thought the first one was better. And then the next one is A Bug's Life. I had never seen A Bug's Life before, but it was cute. I didn't think it was anything special, but I thought it was a cute movie. I gave it a 3-star when I watched it. And then An Innocent Affair was next. This one was a silly little comedy from the 30s about a man who works in insurance, and he's out late, and his wife thinks that he loves his job more than her, so she hires someone to be interested in him, or interested in her, so that he will fall back in love with her and realize what he's ignoring. And the husband finds out about it, so he's like he's not letting it affect him and stuff like that. And then it turns out that it was like the wrong person came and was like hitting on her, and it was a cute little movie, but it was nothing special. I didn't really care that much for it, so 2 stars for that one. Empire Strikes Back, we're going to give a 4-star as well. And then we move on to April. So I need to put A for April. Okay. So the next one is The Chosen Season 2. I started watching that and I finished it. It was a really good, this is such a well done show. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. It's the life of Christ, told in a TV show version. Season 5, I think, is coming out shortly. The next one is Made for Each Other. I didn't really care for this one. This is a 30s movie with Jimmy Stewart and Carole Lombard, right? Yeah, Carole Lombard. And it's a sad movie, and it was really challenging. I didn't really care for it, so I gave it a 2-star. Okay. Return of the Jedi is next. Where is my second Return of the Jedi? I know I had a second one. Oh, here it is. I was gonna say, I know I had that. Return of the Jedi. I'm not sure why I am doing this all at an angle and messing it up. And then the next one is The Hobbit. Which I gave The Hobbit a 3 stars because it was well done. It doesn't follow the story, which drives me crazy when they do that. But I thought that as an action, adventure, fantasy story, it was well done. And then the next one would be The Song of the Sea, which was really cute. I recommend it. It's an animated feature. And Song of the Sea, what did I give? I gave that a 4-star because I thought it was a really good movie. And then I watched a movie. My aunt and uncle invited me over to their house for Easter, and they wanted to watch this movie called Romance on the Ranch. And at first I was thinking like, oh gosh, sounds terrible. But I really liked it. I thought it was a really good love story. I'm a sucker for a good love story, and I thought it was a good love story. So I would say it's kind of like a made for TV, Hallmark made for TV kind of movie. But I really liked it. I liked the love story. What can I say? I'm a romantic. All right, and then I started season 3 of The Chosen, and I have only yet watched one episode, but I need to get back to that soon. Okay, so that is all I have at the moment for April. So the rest of the stuff will be in my other one. And then, yeah. So anyway, so that is the update. So let me see if I can add any of the stuff to my trackers. Okay, let's go back and see. Have I bought anything? I don't think I've purchased any movies since Hidden Figures. I don't have any quotes that I wrote down. I don't have any movies that I didn't finish. So let's see. I have From Time to Time. There's an F already taken. Star Wars, I'm sure S. Yeah, S is taken. Inside Out, is I taken? Yep. A Bug's Life, B is taken. An Innocent Affair, is I taken? Is yes. Empire Strikes Back, E is taken. The Chosen, Made for Each Other, M is taken. Return of the Jedi. Oh, R is not taken, so let's do that. Oh, I think I was going to do only movies I'd never seen before, but oh well. There's The Hobbit. H is taken. Song of the Sea. S is taken. Romance on the Ranch. I can just cross this out and write Romance on the Ranch. And then The Chosen. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's see if we can do anything for bingo. So watch a Christian movie. Nope. Best Picture at the Academy Awards. No. I don't think any of those count. Movie about a Goodwill. No. Movie seen in the theater. No. Movie checked out from the library. No. A comedy movie watched. I did watch An Innocent Affair, and that is a comedy. Even though I didn't really care for it, it was still a comedy. So let's take that off. And what is that? I2. So Affair. A movie watched on Tubi now, a science fiction film, movie watched from Hoopla, a holiday movie watched on Prime Video. We did watch Romance on the Ranch from Prime Video, so let's take that off. That's N4. And then a romantic comedy, a movie that was a gift, a movie purchased on Prime Video, and a movie rented on Prime Video. So nope, so far that's it. That's all I have to add. Let me see if I have. Oh, that was it. So that's all I've got. Okay, so that is my update of my reading and film journal. And I will be back the next time I get enough covers to print them and do it. I will be back to add more stuff to it. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, consider subscribing and liking my video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.